So it's pin packaging time. This is how I plan to ship these things. I'm going to cut pieces of cardboard this size, then stick the pins in the cardboard like this. You can see how I've put them in like that. I've got the grain going long ways in order to keep things rigid, and then putting 4 on each side, so keeping the surface as small as possible so that it doesn't get bent. The smaller the piece, the less likely it's going to bend. And then I have to put 8 of these protectors in there as well. So what I plan to do is use a funnel and put it in the bag and drop the pins in. I may have to get a larger funnel because two of the protectors do jam up in the end of the spout, so you might have to get a larger funnel. But a funnel will make it a lot easier than trying to put individual pieces in to a little baggie. So then I'll just tape them on the back like so, and they'll get put in a padded envelope like this. I've got a couple hundred of these left. I purchased several boxes some years ago from auction, and I've been using them up. I use them all the time, but I guess with these pins, if I sell enough of the pins, I'm going to have to get more of these. They tend to be kind of inexpensive. I think about 10 cents a piece, 15 cents a piece, and lots of 500 or more. So hopefully I can pick them up for that cheap. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the post office with this in the envelope, and we'll see what kind of cost it is to ship these to the US with tracking. Tracking in Canada costs a little more than what it does in the US. Tracking is kind of a pain, but it needs to be done if you're selling something worth $80, $90, $100. People want to know where it is at any given time in the system. So I'm going to ship them all with tracking in the States anyway, or overseas. In Canada, because of the size of the envelope, they'll go via regular mail, regular letter mail, because they will fit through the slot once they're in the package. So that'll only cost $2, and that I'll risk them going through the mail like that. But in Canada, they should be just fine. So that's how I'm going to ship them. So we'll see tomorrow, Monday, how much that's going to cost, and I'll let you know momentarily. So I went out and got the actual postage costs for shipping the pins. And shipping them to the States, because they cannot go as an envelope, even though they're thin, because there's not paper product inside. If it's non-paper product, it has to go as a parcel or a small packet in Canada to the US. So it's $9.72 with no tracking, and is $15.20 with tracking. So what I'm going to do is ship them with tracking in the US as part of the price, and I'm probably going to be charging about $85 for a set of 8 pins. So I will be absorbing that $15.20, or $15.70 rather. Overseas cost for airmail without tracking is $13.77. So I'm probably going to absorb that, but if somebody wants it overseas and wants tracking, they're going to have to pay an additional $20, because it costs me $36.95 to ship it with tracking overseas. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Canada shipping would be about $2 or $3 because it'll fit through the slot and can go as letter mail. So that's what I'm planning to do with those. So we'll see how it goes. I've just put up a post about the pins on a Battlestar Galactica group. It hasn't been approved yet, So we'll see where it goes from there, and I'll let you know momentarily. So I've just done a count on the Starbuck pins to figure out how many sets I have of 8 pins, and I only have 198. So the pins are actually quite limited in the sets with that amount. I've probably got a similar amount left in sets of 7, so I'll be able to sell sets of 7, but they won't have the Starbuck pins. So the first batch of 198 are it. That'll be all that there is in existence of the sets, is 198 sets. I was thinking I might have had some damaged ones that I could repair, but I don't think I do. So even with them, I might have a couple or something like that. But so I've got under 200. So yeah, that would be, if I sold them for $85 a set, that would be a roughly 16,000, which is fine and dandy. That'd be a great price, but I don't expect to sell that many immediately by any stretch. This is a long-term thing. I'm optimistic, but I'm not overly optimistic. The collector market is definitely there, but whether I'll sell them that fast, we'll see. I haven't actually posted any for sale except just moments ago on Etsy, and I did post in a group, Battlestar Galactica fan group, just asking if anybody had seen them before, and nobody's commented at all in the last 5-6 hours that it's been on, and that group has 30-some thousand members. So yeah, I guess the next step is going to be posting on a sales group for the pins, and I'll probably also be posting and making available the rings, which I have a limited amount of, and I still have to decide on a price for the charms. Also, there was just a little handful of these particular Starbuck pins here. I assume that's Starbuck. Again, if I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, so that's all I have of that particular pin, is that little handful. Out of 5,500 pins, there was only that little handful. So they're rare as well. So yeah, and the charm sets seem to be quite rare. I've only got 2 of Adama, of William Adana, and 1 of Muffet, and then I've got sets, I think, of 5. I've got maybe 14 sets of 5 of the charms. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's the way it is. That's what I have. Yeah. So we'll see, I guess. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, keep watching the videos. There will be probably another video, an update as to what how sales are going, or how things are going in general with the pins. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos on antiquing, picking, thrifting, scrapping, etc. Take care, folks.